Hello, my name is Beth, and I'm a member of Trinity Lutheran Church of Worcester, Massachusetts. I've been reading in today's devotional, Grace Unbounded, and wanted to share a few of my thoughts. Today we are reading from Luke chapter 22, verses 39 and 47 through 54. Here we see Jesus going to pray at the Mount of Olives. Our assigned verses specifically tell us about the betrayal of Jesus by Judas with that infamous kiss, and the arrest by the temple authorities. An ear is cut off by an angry person with a sword and then healed by Jesus. Cut it out, he says, and stop this violence. Then he directs his attention to the matters of hand and the arresting officers. Wow, so much has happened to bring us to this place in this moment in the garden. Through Lent, we have been reading about baptism, wilderness, teaching, healing, parables, directions and orders for the disciples. We've been reading about bread and wine, praying, miracles, the way, the cross, anger, sorrow, joy, gratitude, bewilderment, especially by those disciples who just don't get it. Jesus has spent significant time with his disciples, with crowds of spectators, with individual people on the road, with strangers, and with personal friends. All along the way, he has been telling people of his mission, his passion, his love of God, his love of people. He has also spoken of God's desire for people to take care of the poor and to work for justice, not a well-received message in his day and sometimes in ours. All of the time he has been inviting those around him to follow him even to the cross. Now that is a scary idea. So what does this all have to do with today's Bible verses about betrayal and rejection, about healing, and about starting that journey toward the cross? I sometimes feel betrayed. I sometimes betray others. I could be bewildered, cowardly, and faint of heart like those disciples. I could lash out in anger, in distrust, in fear, and in loneliness. I may not get or understand it when Jesus says to follow me to the cross, to the poor and the needy, to people just like me. I may be afraid like the disciples who are on that path, even as I devoutly want to walk that path also. As I think about my life, I have to admit that God has been with me on this path. I've had some changes in my life in the last few years, and I have felt betrayed by God, and I have felt that I betrayed others in my lostness. And then I'm reminded by a very kind and wise friend that Jesus has walked this path with me, bringing love to me by kind and caring friends, lifesavers in my rocky boat of fear and doubt. Jesus has been with me in worship, in the music, the readings, the message, the table, the people. Jesus was with me when a dear friend of me told me to check out Trinity Worcester from the other side of the country. Jesus was with me when I found a Bible study and people with whom I can find my way. Jesus was with me when I found a home with my family. He was with me when a dog and cats found me and came into my life. Jesus is with me as I find friends forever. Jesus is with me in my tears and in my joy. So as we approach the last weeks of Lent and then Holy Week, I hope you will see some places where Jesus has been with you on your path, in your betrayals and your journey to the cross. And on the way, I hope that you will see that you are also the face of Jesus for others on their journey.